I'm about to build a money-earning AI artist from absolutely nothing and show you every single step nobody else is willing to show you. Because right now, people are earning over $10,000 a month with fully AI artists, and none of it required a face, an instrument, or any musical background at all. And I will show you proof, because this here are my last monthly earnings from my main artist, which I created in exactly the same steps and methods as I will show you in this video, so you can do this too by yourself. But first, a quick reason why you should stick around for this. I'm Mark, the AI Music Insider, and I already run multiple AI artists that have pulled in over 10 million streams this year. As you can see here, here, and here. Last month, that AI portfolio paid me $13,000 a month. And here's the thing, I've barely scratched the surface, because most of those 10 million streams still haven't been paid out yet. That money is still coming over the next months, and I will show it to you all when it comes in. So let's build the next one from zero together. So in my last video, I showed you the exact method of how you can monetize your AI artist and AI music. I will put a link to that video in the description down below and put a link in the pinned comment of this video so you can watch that. In this video, to shortly recap what you can expect, is my method, which contains out of 4 steps. Step 1 is niche selection, finding the audience that we want to target with our AI artist. Step 2 is artist creation. This contains out of 2 phases, locking in the sound, your music style, and locking in the visual aspect, your persona. Step 3 is distribution. This is the important part, because we need to get our music on all streaming platforms, because this is where we earn the money, through music royalties. Step 4 is creating content, because now we have our music on all platforms, but now we need streamers. So we try to transfer short content watchers to active streamers. So let's start with step 1, niche selection. Okay, so first things first. In the beginning, you have to figure out what kind of artist am I even building. And this is the part most people get wrong right out of the gate. Because if you pick the wrong niche, everything downstream, the song, the art, the whole artist, ends up fighting an uphill battle that nobody warned you about. So instead of guessing and just trying, you actually have to do some research. And this is what I'm going to show you right now. I like to do my niche research with a tool called vidIQ. This is the website which you can see right here. How I like to start is with looking at keyword research, because this shows you how much certain keywords were being searched by on the internet. So this is a really good way to start finding a music niche genre which you can target with your AI artist. Now before this video, I did some research and I found an interesting niche, which I will show you right now. The niche I found is the doo-wop niche. Now, for people that know a bit older music, like from the 1950s, early 60s, we had a really big music genre like rock and roll, rockabilly, but also doo-wop, which fits that genre, which was really popular at that time. Now, you can see this one has quite a high number of search volume. This isn't necessary, it could also be lower, but right here, what you're trying to do is see what kind of music is searched for. Now, what we can see here is the search volume, also the competition, which is medium, and vidIQ then gives an overall score for the niche. Now, everything around 70 is a good starting point, but we can go further, because we can also see the matching terms. So here we can see other keywords that are closely related to doo-wop, which also are being searched. So we see 1950s doo-wop, we see doo-wop music, doo-wop songs, doo-wop playlist, doo-wop oldies, and so it gives a good feeling of the search volume of that keyword. But if you know doo-wop, you know it's closely related to rock and roll. And if we look there, we also see similar kind of views. So we have rock and roll here. We also see medium, good search volume, around 70 score. Then we can also show rockabilly, which is in the same line, and this even has a lower competition score. Also good search volume, good overall score. Now what vidIQ does is even more, because you cannot only see the search terms, but you can even see what kind of videos are created for that keyword. So what we try to do here is to look for videos that are outliers. And outliers are videos that have really high views, while the channel on which they were being posted still had a low number of subscribers. Because this means there's a lot of audience which the algorithm tries to push these videos to. Now what I like to do is to search for videos that are posted recently, because we want to know trends that are going right now. And already here we can see a few good outliers, because these are quite small channels which are getting good views. Now I also went a step further, because vidIQ is one part, but then we can also use just our common sense. Just go to YouTube and find channels in those niches. You can just type in doo-wop or rock and roll or rockabilly and see what kind of channels pop up. Now when I did this, I found this channel, Dreams by Hannah. And if you can look here, you can see the videos which she did while she had only 9.7 thousand subscribers. She gets in quite a lot of views. You see her videos over 1 million views, almost 800,000 views. And also recently, she's still pulling in good views. Here you can see 78,000 views, 74,000 views. So this gives a really good feeling of the possibilities in this kind of niche. And if we click on a video, what we can see, these are just basic kind of AI videos with AI imagery, nothing too complicated. And I also found other similar channels, which, as you can see here, also pull in quite good views. So I thought to myself, this is an opportunity for us, because what if we create such an artist which is going to target this exact audience that these channels are already targeting, but then with a consistent look, consistent sound. Follow me on TikTok. I'm the AI Music Insider. I will put a link to my channel also in the description. But on this channel, everybody that I'm following here, these are all AI artists. So if you want to have a feeling what's possible, what type of content is created, what niches AI artists are in, just take a look at this whole list, because these are all AI artists. If we go back to vidIQ, I want to explain this is a paid tool. So if you want to make use of vidIQ, it will cost you money. Now in the description of this video, I have put an affiliate link to vidIQ. It costs you nothing extra, but it helps the channel when you use vidIQ through that link. So I think it's worth the money, and it helps you enormously with creating your AI artist. Now we're done with the niche selection. We have to go further to step 2. And this is the fun part, because now we are creating the artist. So step 2, creating your artist. Now, as I explained in the overview, the artist creation contains out of 2 phases. The first part is locking in your sound, your music style. Now, as most of you will know, to be able to create an AI artist, you have to create AI music. And for me, as I explained in my earlier video also, the main tool to do this is Suno AI. Now, Suno AI costs you $10 a month for the most basic plan, and for most of you all, this is more than enough, because it creates you 250 different prompts for $10 a month. So you can't go wrong with that. This is Suno AI. Now in this video, I won't give a full tutorial of how you can set everything up, but I will cover the basics. How it works, you have to put in lyrics and you have to put in a music style. And you can just use normal language, and after that, Suno AI will create that music for you. There are multiple ways to come up with lyrics. You can let Suno AI create the lyrics, you can write lyrics yourself, or you can use other language models to write your lyrics for you. So right now, I know I want to doo-wop music, so I will just type in what I want to get. So I say to Claude, can you write lyrics for me in the doo-wop style of the 1950s? So what happens now is that Claude is going to write some lyrics for me, which we're going to use to create the first song of our artist. I already like this more. Promise Me Steady, we see a doo-wop intro, and also this chorus, it has a better ring to it. For the sake of this video, let's just start with these lyrics. We put in the lyrics here. I like to put in the title here. And now we have the lyrics. So now we have the style prompt. Now in the style prompt, it's always a good idea to start with the genre. So we just do doo-wop. Use a comma, and then we can add 1950s, romantic, ballad. Now, after that, it's also good to specify the type of artist you want. So male, female, duet, or maybe tone of voice, style. So I will do for now male artist, southern drool, southern accent, crooner, and then we can do something about the production. So, or mood. It's also good things to add right here. So mood is romantic, and I like to have a modern production, high quality. And then we can just press create, and Suno will create 2 versions of that song using the prompts we gave here on the left side. So let's have a quick listen.
Promise me steady, promise me true. Wear my ring, and I'll wear yours too. Rain or shine, come what may.
Track 1. I like it. It's a good start. So let's listen to the second generation.
Promise me steady, promise me true. Wear my ring and I'll wear yours too.
Now this is a good start. We have to iterate, make some adjustment to the style prompt, and see which kind of sounds we can create until we find a sound that we really like and we want to lock in. So welcome again, and we're back. It took a while, as you can see, different clothing, a bit shaved. Now, what I will show you is the songs I created offline after a lot of iteration, as you can see here. So let's listen to the first song that I created, which we are going to publish today. So let's hear the track that I created.
Take me back to 1950 when love was sweet and the nights were pretty. Rock and roll on a midnight ride, radio playing while you sat beside.
Take me back to 1950, dancing close in a little town city.
Now, as you can hear, in the end, I created the duet. So now comes the interesting part, because what we need to do is lock in the sound. So what you do is you go to the song which you want to use as your basis for your artist. You click on the 3 dots, you go here on the remix, and you choose voice. Now, this screen pops up, and this is gonna analyze your full track. Now, in my track, there are 2 artists, so I will now just try to make the duo with 1 voice. So let's say we call it the doo-wop duo. Now, it automatically takes the style of the song which you created the voice from. You can add a description. We don't want that. You can make it public or not. Now, I don't want to make it public. And now we can save it. And what this does, as you can see here, it locks a voice. So now every song we're creating, it defaults back to this song. So now you get that similar sound across all your music, and you really have an artist. Now we have our sound locked in. It's time for the next part, the visual identity of our AI artist. I will show you a free option to get you all started for low cost, and it's actually one of the better image models, namely Google Banana Pro and Google Banana 2. Now, what I would do if you have no subscriptions for AI image generation already, you need to go to Google Flow. This is a free tool that Google offers, which you can use to create images, but also get a few credits each day to create videos with the Google VO models. What I would do if it's your first time opening this, just keep it simple and choose a new project. Images don't cost credits, but they have a certain limit. A quote, if you reach that, you cannot generate more images for a while. But the beautiful thing is it's free and you have Nano Banana's best models available here. So I would just go for Pro. We can choose the short form model or the 1x1 to create your images. It's just the base which we are going to use for references later on when we create content. So what I would do now is just start. I want a two-up artist duo, female and male. Make them look and roll, 50 styled with a modern twist. Use photo realistic lighting as if the photo was taken with a phone camera. Realistic lighting. Now we could give some information of how we want them to look. So what could we say? Maybe we just start with gist to see what it comes up with. Let it generate 2 photos per time. Let's go. Now, as you can see, it generated the first pictures. And again, like in the audio department, this isn't something that goes right the first time. As you can see, here we got a bit of a strange generation where the male was wearing a dress. And although this one is better, has a better feeling, it's still not the look I want to go for. So as before, I'm going to try around a bit and show you the end result. See you in a bit. So we're back again. And as you can see, I've been busy and I think we have found a good basis for our artist. This is what I went for. So just a bit modern looking, but also that classic feeling. So we're ready for the next step. We can go to step 3, distribute your music. So step 3, the important part, because now we have locked in a sound and locked in our persona. We have our first track created. It's time to upload that song to all the streaming platforms. And for that, we are going to use a distributor. And this is important because actually through streaming, through the royalties, we earn the money. So this step you cannot miss. Now, I will show you exactly how you can set up your artist and some important tips, things that you have to think about before locking in an artist name. So let's go and create an artist account for our artist. Because DistroKid is the biggest, I would go for DistroKid. It's also very straightforward. So right now I will show you how to sign up for DistroKid and what things you need to think about when signing up. What you can see here are the options that we have. Now, for most people, the musician plan with only one artist is a perfect plan. It's the cheapest. It only costs 24 euros. So in dollars, it would be, I think, around $25, $26. And you get everything that you want, unlimited uploads. The only thing is they don't show you actual live data on DistroKid. But since I want to show the actual streams on a more easy way, for now I will pick the middle plan. So we have actual data coming in. As you can see, we have our distributor account now. And in this first choice, you can already see an important next step. Namely, they want us to tell our band artist name. Now, this is also the part where you need to be a bit careful because the name you lock in here, for example, if you also want a YouTube artist account, you have to have the exact same name at YouTube. At this point, try to lock in all handles before locking in your name here. So choose a name, see if you can get that name on all platforms as a username. And if that's the case, then lock in the name here at your distributor at DistroKid. Now, if you're very creative, you could just go and create the name yourself. Otherwise, you can also use ChatGPT or Claude to give you a great direction. So we're back again. After some iteration, I think I've found some names that I really like. So I think I'm going with Gash and Ruby Rebel. I like the ring of it. But before I lock in that artist name, it's always good to check whether it's available and whether already artists are using that name. Because then you may be better off choosing a different name. So what I would do is just go on Spotify And right now, I just want to see Cash Rebel. What do we see? Rebel and Cash. Probably Ruby Rebel already exists, because that name really has a ring to it. Chat Rebel. No. I think it looks good. So if we go for Cash and Ruby Rebel, probably won't have a name like that. No. Now, let's check it on YouTube. Johnny Cash, Ruby Red. Nothing like this. No channel like this. This is a really good sign. So now, to be sure, I will show you the last step. Now, for most of you, you probably have a new channel at all, but I had a little channel laying around which is really inactive. This is this one. It only has 20 subscribers and uploaded, I think, 3 shorts. And I also have a TikTok account for the same artist. So my idea is just to change this one up and use this one. The important part, what I would do here now, is to check whether Cash and Ruby Rebel is available. Now this is the important part, because this name needs to be exactly the same as the artist name that you choose in DistroKid for them to be able to make an official artist account after your first releases. So this is a thing that you really have to check, which has to match. Otherwise you cannot do that step. In later videos I will show you how to get that artist page on YouTube. And then the handle. This one is less important, but this is actually the way people can find your account. So I would just go with Cash and Ruby Rebel. This is not allowed. Let's do it like this. Cash and Ruby Rebel. That's fine. Publish. Lock it in. Now the next step would be to change all this. I will do that and show you what I come up with. As you can see here, I changed the channel, updated the profile picture, added a banner. Now, if you want to know how I created the banner, I just used Canva, which has a few templates for YouTube banners, which you can use. So it's exactly in the right format. So that's what I did. So now I have the Cash and Ruby Rebel YouTube account, and I did the same thing on TikTok. I logged in the name. As you can see, I had the same TikTok channel as for the YouTube artist that I have, only 10 followers. So this will be the one we're going to build out. So right now we are ready to go to DistroKid. We need to upload our first track. So what we're going to do now is we're going to Suno. We go to the track that we want to upload. We go to download and we choose WAV audio, because this is the high quality version of your track. So we're going to download that. Yes, download. Okay. You have to do a bit of folder management, right? So we're going to create a music folder. I'm going to call this song Back 1950. So now we're ready to upload our first track. So we go to upload music. Have a good look on which platforms are selected. I also want this one. Yes. Now we're going to upload one song, a single. This one hasn't been released. We don't need the extra features, none at all. So don't fall for it. We can just use the basic plan, which we have, to do what we need to do. Artist band name. Again, Cash, Ruby Rebel. We need to be perfectly sure that it's filled in correctly. It is. We make it the band name in this case. No, artist is not on Spotify. Artist is not on Apple Music. It's not on YouTube Music. No Instagram. No Facebook. Release date. We just picked today. We want it out as fast as possible. Record label. We can create our own, since I have the middle plan. If you have the base plan, you actually cannot set your record label. For me, just think about something funny. Maybe just the AI Music Insider Records. We just have a bit fun with it, right? Language is English. Genre, let's see which one we have available. This can help people to find your music. So choose the ones that are as close as possible. Probably rock and roll is not here. So I actually would say something like rock and maybe blues. Yeah, this is good. So another important part now, we can upload an album or a single cover. And this is also the visual which people are going to see when they look in the stores on YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify. So pick a right one for this. Again, we could use Google Flow. I will try it right now with you guys together. So we just pick the base one. Now I want a 1 by 1. Yes. Please make a single cover using these artists. See what it comes up with. So after some tries, I came up with this one, Back to 1950, without the band name. I think this one looked cleaner. So right now we can proceed with the DistroKit upload. We go to selecting an image. We use this Back to 1950 image. Now we need to choose the song title. Back to 1950. Fill in all this information. No. Yes, this is the normal version. We need to upload the music file. That's this one. We can leave this here. Just follow along. Songwriter. It's advised to choose your own name here because of the royalties. So I will use my name. Explicit lyrics, no. No radio edit. Instrumental, no. This song contains lyrics. Does this song include AI generated music, vocal or lyrics? Now this is the important part. We need to say yes. Lyrics are written by AI. Music is written by AI. Oh, it's an AI persona. Save. I'm just honest with this. I just fill it in like it is. Right now it doesn't really have a lot of consequences, but maybe this changes in the future. We will see. Now here you can let streaming decide which part to show. I like to specify this. So I actually need to go here and listen to where the chorus starts. Actually at this part. I always make this the cheapest. Now this is important. For Apple Music, you need to upload at least one performer and one producer. So I would just say guitar electric. I would say Cash Rebel. Vocal engineer Cash Rebel. Just choose one of the artists. Use this. You have to fill this in. Now, as told before, we don't need any of these extras. Don't fall for it. They cost a lot and the return on investment is almost nothing. This one you have to all go through. Now here you can check again because this is how it will look. Your image, the title of the song, the name of your artist. Looks good. So we will continue. As you can see here, they even try to master your audio. Also here, just use the originals. Everything else costs extra money. We don't need it. Just use the originals. Continue. Congratulations! We have just uploaded our first track. The first time you do this can take up to a few days, half a week, because they need to create all artist profiles on the streaming platforms. So on Apple, on YouTube Music, and on Spotify, and all others that are available. Step 4. Creating content. Okay, at this point your artist exists, the music is live, but here's where most people stop. And it's exactly why most of these AI artists never go anywhere. Because a catalog sitting on Spotify by itself doesn't build an audience. Nobody discovers it and nobody follows it. So the real question becomes, how do you actually get people to find your artist and stream your music? And this is where we use short form content. Because what we know is there's a lot of people on TikTok, there's a lot of people on YouTube who watch content. So what we do is we create short form content with our music in it, like a singing avatar or a lyric video or more of a scenic video with our music. And we try to transfer these content watchers to active listeners on streaming platforms like Spotify, like Apple Music or YouTube Music. And so that's the way we earn the money. And this is the part that changes everything. Because once people are watching, actually following, that's when the streaming numbers stop being random and start actually climbing. The content is what turns a catalog nobody knows about into an artist that people are actively looking for. Let's show you how we create the content. So after uploading to DistroKit, it took about 2 or 3 days before it was live on all platforms. As you can see here, it's live on Spotify, it's live on Apple Music, and it's live on YouTube Music. Now, just to be clear, you don't have to wait for this to be starting creating content. You can start before it's live already to create some motion. And that's actually quite a good strategy. Since I was uploading this video, I thought it would be nice to show you that it's live, how it looks, and then create the content. Now, as I told in the beginning of this part, we use short form content to reach our audiences. And my favorite way of doing this is using singing avatar videos. Now, you could also do lyric videos or maybe more story videos with only B-roll running, which shows the story the music is telling, but my favorite way is singing avatars. Now, for that, I use Atlas Cloud AI. Now, as you can see here, this is just a website that hosts a lot of AI models which you can use. It's similar in that regard to something like Higgsfield or OpenArt. However, as you can see here, this is pay-per-use, and I like it that way. I'm not sponsored by them, and I also don't have an affiliate link. And just so you know, there are other platforms like this, like Fall AI and more. So if you already have one, use that. But if you don't, I like this one. I used it. It does what needs to be done. If we zoom into the topic of singing avatars, you have a lot of options to create them. Now, Seedance 2.0 and Seedance 2.5 are two top-notch models to create singing avatars with, but they're also expensive. So I thought for this video, it's nice to use another one, which is actually a model by Minimax. And Minimax is a Chinese company. As you can see, we have it here, Minimax H3, reference the video. That's the exact model we are going to use. Now, the big advantage that H3 has, it's cheaper, and it actually can handle audio references very well. So it keeps the exact audio that you put in. Now, to start, you have to create an avatar. And as you can see here, I already dabbled a bit with this to show you, but I did this on Google Flow. So it's free. Now, here you can exactly see the prompt. I just used this reference that we already created and then said, create a picture with a man behind a microphone in the 1950s setting outside a diner and old cars. And these were the results that I get. Just do a few and pick the one you like the most. I went for this one because I like a more angled perspective, because we can also play with that when we transfer this into a video. If you want to secure character consistency in these models, you don't only upload the avatar image that you want to animate to a singing avatar, but you actually also have to add a character sheet. And this character sheet shows your character from all different sides. So this means when we go and animate this picture and we change perspectives, maybe by a moving camera or use a prompt with a multi-perspective sequence or a multi-shot sequence, your character stays consistent in all these type of shots. Now, how do we do this? We can also use this model, so that's great. We take our avatar image that we are going to use as reference, and then we add this prompt. You can see it here on screen. I will also put it in the description of this video, but this prompt is going to create that reference sheet for us. Now, one important part, you have to make sure you put it on 60 by 9, and then we can go. Here you can see the result. So we have the male, front face, side face, more zoomed out, so we see the full clothing view, and we see the backside. Now, sometimes the quality of the face decreases a bit in these more zoomed out pictures. So we could fix that also by just adding to the prompt that we want to delete the faces on those parts. But for now, they look great, so I will keep them in. And as you can see, we did the same for the woman. So I have this sheet which shows her from all sides, which guarantees that character consistency when we go to the model. As you can see, we're back to Suno because now we have the images that we want to use to create the singing avatar, but that's only one part of the equation. We also need the audio part. Now, there are multiple options. If you have a DAW like Audacity or any other DAW, you can just cut the song up, choose the part that you want and use that. but for the beginners, I thought I could also show you a quick way how you can do this in Suno. So we can use the crop option, find the part that we need. Okay, this cropping, it takes a bit, so you have to figure out which part you want, but it should save a new version, like we can see here, of half a minute. Yeah, so now we cut up the first part, and now we can cut this part in two, because Minimax H3 can do 50 seconds of time. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to create part 1. You can just do 15. Let me see where this ends. Okay, this is part 1. And then we're going to do part 2. Great. So what I did, I first used the crop version to get the part that I want to animate. And this was 30 seconds in total. Now, since Minimax H3 can do 50 seconds at a time, I had to cut up that 30-second part into 2 separate parts. So now the interesting part, how do we create the singing avatar? Now, the beautiful thing about Minimax H3, it's a very straightforward model. So we can just add the reference images, starting with the singing avatar, the character sheet, and the audio, which is part 1. And we put in a prompt. Now the prompt says, hyper-realistic footage as if it was filmed by a person physically holding a camera and moving through the recording environment. Natural handheld camera movement. Subtle drift and sway, not a locked off static shot. Now what this does, this creates movement in our camera shot. If you just choose a static shot, it will just be a static image of the character singing, but I like when there's some camera movement in the shots, making it look a bit more natural and real. The man matching the reference image, exactly same face, outfit and setting, stands behind a microphone in a 1950s setting in front of an old car and diner, singing directly into the mic. He looks up toward the camera with intense, emotional eye contact as the handheld camera moves gently around him. He gestures with natural, subtle head and hand movements while singing, perfectly in tune and lip-synced to the provided audio. His expression matching the emotional weight of each line. Now, and what I also like to do to make sure the lyrics are pronounced correctly is add the lyrics. So I just say the lyrics he sings are, and then put in the lines that he's singing. Next part is here we need to choose our seconds, so the duration, the resolution. I will just run this one because it's cheaper. 15 seconds, I think that's good. Aspect ratio, I just choose the one we have. We're actually all set to go. So now we're going to run it and I will show you the results in a moment. So let's see how it came out.
Take me back to 1950 when love was sweet and the nights were pretty. Rock and roll on a midnight ride, radio playing while you sat beside.
Okay, that's really cool. So now we will do the same for the second part and I will show you how that came out. Okay, that's really cool. So now we will do the same for the second part and I will show you how that came out. So here we go. The second part is ready. I will show it to you all.
Take me back to 1950, dancing close in a little town city.
Young and wild,
Nowhere to be.
oh, take me back
To 1950.
Great, this is fine. Exactly what we need. So now we're on to editing our video. Now for the actual editing of the shorts, you can do this manually and I like to do this with CapCut. Now I have the pro version of CapCut, so I can use all tools inside of CapCut, but you can also start with the free version. The thing I like about CapCut, it's very easy to use, very beginner friendly. We can just pull in all the parts that we need to create that video. This is the audio and this is the video with audio. Now have a look here, because if this function is selected, it will automatically pull your clip to the beginning of the audio, and we don't need that, because what we actually want to do is, I can show it here, we select both the audio and the video, and CapCut has a function which synchronizes both. And since they both have the same audio, you can do this. So I just click this, and now it's exactly aligned without us having to manually do any editing. So now we can add the second part and do the same, and maybe add some captions, and we have a full video. Now, as you can see, we're putting part 2 onto the top, and same as before, we use the synchronize function. We put off the original audio. Now, one last thing you can do to make it a bit more easy coming in and coming out is use fades. So we will fade in the audio a bit, not too long at the start, and fade in and fade out at the end. Now, last thing we can add are actually the captions, and CapCut also has a function for this. So this makes it really easy. Now, this is a pro function. I think you get some free options, but if you want to do this like I do, you need pro. It generates the lyrics automatically. I just like to use the simple classic wild bold lyrics. You can make them a bit bigger, put them around here. Yeah, so we have the video ready. It's time to export and upload it to all platforms we want. In my case, it's TikTok and YouTube Short.
Take me back to 1950 when love was sweet and the nights were pretty. Rock and roll on a midnight ride. Radio playing while you sat beside.
Take me back to 1950, dancing close in a little town city.
Young and wild.
Nowhere to be.
Oh, take me back to 1950.
So what I will do here is choose 4K, I'll choose the right folder, and then export. Our short form content is ready. So now it's time to upload it to the platforms and reach our audience. To start, I will do YouTube and show you how you can upload it. It's very straightforward. You have this button here with the plus to create, upload video. Now we're in the YouTube studio part. I have the do-up short. I put it here, back to 1950. So here you will also see the beautiful thing, because we need to think of a good title for our content, a description. We need to add some tags. And this is also where vidIQ plays a role again for me, since I have the premium version. As you can see here, this tab here, this is vidIQ, which is going to help me think of a fitting title. As you can see here, it does the same with the description, and even for the captions, it can help. But you can also just use ChatGPT or Claude or any other AI to help you think of good titles for your music. I think I like this one, but I actually also want doo-wop in it. So what I like to do is put it here in ChatGPT and then just describe, this is the title for my YouTube short. Help me come up with a description and a tag list. Yeah. So now we'll do here. Artist is Cash and Ruby Rebel with back to 1950. A doo-wop rock and roll 1950s inspired song. Let's go. And now it gives me a description, which I paste here. It gives me some tags, which is also great, which we can place here. We can also choose a thumbnail or edit later. I like this one, where you can see them both. Now with the instructions, it's not made for kids. This is very important. I think most videos we make are not for kids, because if you do this, you get a stricter compliance rules and everything. So just keep it easy for yourself. If you don't really make content for kids, just put no, it's not for kids. AI use, I always am honest and say yes, I use AI. This is all fine. Language, you don't really have to do this, but we can. I just put English here. Yes, I like to put it on creative, because if you put it on creative, it allows other creators to use your content in their content, which is just free promo, I think. So I always put this on creative. This should be on music, and that's it. We don't need to do anything else really. Now, if you have already, for example, a full lyric song of your song or a music video, you could even add that link here if it's on YouTube, so it's related, so people can click through to the full song. This is really strong, and we will do this definitely later on. But now this is our first piece of content, so we have nothing really to link here. We go through, we see the checks, we put it on public. Yes, everybody can see public. That's exactly the goal, and that's it. We can publish this, and now it's live. Our first video live on YouTube. So let's proceed and do the same for TikTok. Now this process looks very similar. We can just go here to videos. We already see the upload screen, get the short, put it here. Now, the beautiful thing is, if you use ChatGPT, we already have this. So we could say, give a few options for TikTok captions too. Let's see what it comes up with. Multiple options. Just gives the same option again. But for now, just pick it. I like to keep it short. I like this. The 15s, I think that's a good one. Rock and roll, also a good one. Doo-wop, also. Nostalgia, yeah, I like that. Vintage music, that one is not really that good. FYP, yeah, that's perfect. Just choose that. Now here we can do a bit more custom searching for a right cover. See, we have to do this. I think it's also like nice. I think it's also nice to see them both, right? Wild. Yeah, I like this. This is a good caption. So we just go with wild. Also here you can show that it's AI generated content inside of this video. I always do this. I allow users to reuse my content. Again, like with YouTube, it's just free promotion. Do that. Every video that uses our music is a chance to go viral. Just keep that in mind. I put these checks on, so the light check, copyright check, it's just good. So you have the first initial checks done and you can proceed. And this is it really. It's very straightforward. So now we post and it will do a little review, and in a few moments our content will be live. So this is how you build a money earning artist from scratch. First you pick a niche, then you create audio style, then you create a fitting persona, and then we upload the music to the distributor, and at last we create content with our music and that artist and put it on the platforms like TikTok, like YouTube. And now the waiting starts. Oh, just kidding. But to be honest, it takes a while, or it can take a while, before people find your video, and more importantly, those algorithms of TikTok and YouTube know to which type of people they have to push your content. So the first videos you upload are also training those algorithms to find the right audience for your music and your content. So keep uploading and you will see an increase in the response that you get on your videos. So don't worry if the first 5-6 videos don't do well. It could be the quality, but it also could just be that the algorithm doesn't know to who it should send out those pieces of content yet. And this will change over time. Now, I hope I've shown you the process and made sure you can do this by yourself, step by step, by just following this video. If you like more guidance or like a community with people that are doing exactly the same, please come join my school community, the AI Music Insiders. Link is in the description down below, because here we have a lot of people that are in the same boat and trying exactly the same to get money with their AI artists. So please come join there. And I also provide a lot of tools, help tools for all these parts in that community for free. So if you like the video, please subscribe and like, because that helps out the channel a lot. And until the next one, have a good day.